Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge. We're back at it, folks. Been a minute. It's been a minute since I've seen everybody. How's everybody doing? How was your holidays? I hope you all are having had a fantastic Christmas and are ready to go here for a race in the middle of all this break that we have going on. I'm pretty excited, actually, because, well, let's face it, quite often we don't get this much time off in the middle of all of this with work and with kind of the way life goes and how things kind of present themselves. Today's a good day to have a championship race, if I don't mind saying it myself. And that's what we're doing. Fixed Racing League brought to you by AMR. Paintworks is going to be your championship race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway today. Starting grid, ready to rock and roll here for the league, for the fantastic folks. Some things must have gotten moved around because we're seeing some logos not show up. We'll figure that out as we go. Kenny Rio is going to be your pole sitter here today with Jeremy Bailey, the outside pole sitter. Robert Dudley, Chris Justice going to pick up row number 2. Grady Sullivan, Brian Wasserman are going to be there row number 3. Jason Branch, Dave Farrell is going to be there row number 4. Russell Black, Dalton Powell, row number 5. Michael Mata is going to have David Duran to his outside row number 6. And we'll look at the rest of this. Row 7 will be Jonathan Casebeer and Noel Holmberg. For your row, Casey Duncan out in the mix as well. Thank you to the drivers who showed up for this championship race. It can sometimes be a pain in the tuchus for some drivers in the middle of the holidays. So I'm happy to see who showed up. We're running Charlotte. Charlotte, of course, one of the classic tracks out there that you don't get the chance to see every day as a championship race. So I'm pretty happy to see that. We're going to run 167 laps here for the driver's stage. It's going to be at 45, 90, and 167. 60% fuel for the drivers. So it's going to be shortchanging the fuel cycle. They're going to have to come to pit road probably pretty close to before the end of each stage, unless they get a caution. That shouldn't be too much of a factor there. 60% fuel for the drivers. So they continue the spread for the championship. They're going to be back February 2nd for the second season here with us. Robert Dudley, thank you for the like ones. Thank you for the follow out there as well. They're going to be running a whole bunch of fun stuff out there, and I'm pretty excited. We do have some driver cams today. Here's a look at that. There's going to be Corey Rowe right there in that beautiful Photoshop section. There is, I believe, Jason Branch, and a lot of fun for these drivers. There is our good friend Russell Black, and I'm moving things around. We've got some screens going on. Chris Justice, of course, right there, and we got one more driver up here. So I know Kenny was trying to get his stuff taken care of there, but I saw his screen. Didn't see his camera, so it wouldn't be any benefit to that to have that up there. So Kenny, you can close that down if you need to, unless you can get your camera pointed over there if you're out there listening. All right, drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. It is going to be hot and heavy. I'm glad to be back calling a couple of races because I tell you what, it's been a hot minute, and I know that this is going to be all but thrilling. Actually, it's going to be more than thrilling. It's going to be a ton of fun. That's what we're going to see. How about it? Green flag for a championship. Lap 1 underway. Kenny Reel out front. Bailey in second. Dudley, Justice in top 4. And the only points that I have are going to be through the screen. We'll check on that here in just a moment when it comes to who's running for a championship, who's doing what, who's doing things, because championship contenders are going to be the drivers that are going to be the ones that are going to matter when it comes to the regular season champion, to the 2023 Series Championship. But we're going to have to look at the long run here as well. Does a non-championship driver, to a non-playoff driver, get out here and win this race? That's going to be a ton of fun to see. Real Justice 1-2. How about Robert Dudley rolling the corner? P3 right now is Dudley. Roll Tides up there. Give me a Roll Tide out in the chat. Thank you so much. Chat is available for everybody. Make sure you utilize that. Look at all the fine folks out there who help this league out, as well as your race controller is going to be AMR Paintworks. Admin Box, doing what you got to do out there. Adminbox with 2x's.com. Go check it out. They've got a good button box out there. I'm pretty happy with them. Love to see it. Like, follow, subscribe. Of course, want to hear what you have going on. How about Grady Sullivan up here? The Iron Workers Chevy Camaro rolling into the corner as they roll across to take lap 4 quite easily here. Oh, 32 goes around. Caution will come out as the Dark Horizon Fishing caution happens. 32 and the 44 tangles there. Jeremy Bailey getting knocked around. Here's a look at it for you here. 32 into the middle portion here comes up, and a little net code happens there. Little net code, just about a foot of net code. That's what I call 2 foot net code, whatever you call virtually. That's what happens. So we'll let it go. No way Grady should have been. Grady had the corner there. There was no way that the 32 should have went around there. Jeremy Bailey will be here. He's got a little nose damage. We are going to take a look here as the Dark Horizon Fishing caution comes out here on lap 4. And driver's going to come around. A chance for the drivers to come up here and get some things fixed and looked at. Here is what we saw. David Arand, Chris Justice, Russell Black, Kenny Reel are going to be the drivers competing for this championship. So the driver who wins this is going to be the driver that puts this in perspective. So keep your eye on the 88, the 52, the 24, and Russell Black in the 64 here. The drivers thinking about coming to pit road. With one caution, they might be able to make it on fuel. So we'll see how that goes. I got to load cameras, folks. So bear with me. I'm gonna go back to the first starting screen. Be right back. All right, I got it fixed. Yeah. If you don't know, we've pretty much booked out everything. For 2024. Every day is booked. We even have multiple broadcasts coming up on a couple of days. It's gonna be fun. 2024 is booked out through June, for the most part. Except for Thursdays. I'm actually running a truck series of my own. If you want to be a part of that, you got to join the Discord. Discord link is expired. Speaking of which, I need to update that. Go 24. Go Case Beer, says John. Thank you. It's using OBS virtual camera because you're streaming yourself. I need the camera. You can do what you got to do with that, but I need the camera. I don't want your screen. That's how that works. I've said it again. I've said it a couple of times. Gotta have the camera. I don't want to see your screen. I don't want to see your onboard driver perspective. I can go inside your car and show that. Nothing's changed, folks. Nothing's changed. Everything's been the same for a little while now. Speaking of the only thing that's changed, second PC back up and running here. We have to get the other monitor set back up so we can get these cars rolling on that second monitor show, or on that second PC, so we can get these side-by-side views happening for 2024. That's what I've been spending my off-season doing, plus rolling our 5M server out, and of course doing a lot of things gaming and a lot of things, well, everything. We're doing as much as we can and try to have as much fun as possible and give everybody the benefit of the doubt. These drivers are loud. And we got the drone camera back out. I like the drone. He's pretty darn cool. 88 on the outside, 52 is going to be on the inside, 749. I believe we got a 3-digit number out there for the first time in a NASCAR series. They're ready to go. I am too. Go back at it. Green flag. through the field. Dalton Powell back here in the 51 over the back bumper of the 79 of Corey Rowe. On board with Corey Rowe. Here's a look at the restart for him. Smooth sailing for the 79 down to the bottom side. Here, a lot of full throttle out of the throttle here. Momentum is going to be the big killer if you have to check up and get out of your rhythm. Yeah, man, you can hear that right side squall. Take a listen. A little free. Yeah, gotta get out of the throttle. Ooh, goes to the outside. He was very free there. Corey Rowe does run the fastest lap of the race, though, 29.24. Wasserman out front. And manage the throttle. That's what it's all about, folks. You got to manage the throttle at these racetracks. Brian Wasserman, your race leader. Digs out of the corner, 7 rolls. Dudley's going to be in second. Mata's going to be in third. 2016 on the iRating for Michael Mata. David Aran's going to be in fourth as he tries to climb his way back forward. Championship contender trying to roll the middle lane, drops to the bottom side. Seen what these drivers have been able to do over the course of the last couple of weeks and or the last couple of months, and they've been really turning it on, especially late into the run. 49 back to back in that second spot. Mata goes to the outside, battles back side by side as the 24 goes to work. 105.24. Russell Black in tow as well. These drivers put a little bit more fear into the car. Here's a look. Trying to stay away from that wall. Big struggle. As the Ford rolls the corner. Thank you for the 11 months out there, Dark Horizon Fish. Appreciate you very much. Thank you so much. Big yeah for you. $13 of 167 being completed as these drivers go to work. Beef Jerky Unlimited gives you all of that and so much more. If you haven't checked out Beef Jerky Unlimited, go to beefjerkyunlimited.com and get yourself, let's pick one. Manganero chicken. Manganero chicken. It's pretty darn good. A little spice on the tongue. Never hurt anybody. Robert Dudley rolls the corner. A lot of drivers came in for fuel. A few drivers came in for a little bit of repairs. Jeremy Bailey, one of the drivers that did so. Bailey back here behind David Farella as the 32 tries to go to work. Got the car worked on, got a little bit of fun. Gonna have to take the extra initiative. 7 sets of tires for the drivers of today's race. I believe they do have a fast repair rolling as they continue to work. Everybody within throwing distance right now. Grady Sullivan, the only driver who's going to be off the lead lap. Going to be looking for that free pass when it comes to the end of this sector. There's Casey Duncan rolling in the 1047 iRated driver driving a Toyota. One of 2 Toyotas in the field. Dudley, the only other Toyota out there, as David ran to the inside. Duran right there. Woo, baby. In a full send kind of situation for the Toyota. There to the outside, 24 to the bottom side, 105 lifts up the corner. $16 of 167. Alex, thank you for liking the share, sir. Appreciate you. Kenny Real rolling back forward. Didn't necessarily have the restart that he wanted. Maybe trying to save a little tire here. As Russell Black continues to move forward. David Aran, your playoff driver, trying to go for the lead. One of the 4 that are trying to compete for a championship as they continue to work. And probably it's something I probably should do here is go ahead and get all these championship drivers highlighted in some form or fashion. Ooh, 24-3 out the corner. Wasserman battles back, takes back over the lead. Monic goes to the outside. 49 over the back bumper of the 24. 64 to the outside as well. 64 to the head of steam. Move over. Caution comes out. And we'll have to see what happened. Corey Rowe having an issue. I want to take a look at what happened to the driver there. Here's what happened. 32 to the back bumper. There's a 79 there. 51 on the outside. 32 gets to the back bumper of the 79 and just frees him up. Turns him around. Jeremy Bailey gets into David Farella David Farella gets involved there as well. Here's a 28 of Jason Branch just try to ride here. Corey Rowe. 2 times the incident there. As a caution to come back out. Man, it was just heating up front. Brady Sullivan will be your lucky dog here. The Ironworkers driver will get back out there and roll forward. Thank you, folks, for being out there. Much love to you. Appreciate all the drivers having some fun. Encourage you to check out this league. The Fixed Racing League is recruiting. Thank you, folks, for getting out there and giving us some love. We enjoy what we do. Got some folks. Folks, follow me on TikTok. Just came up. I know that guy. I think I know that guy. Back Attack, Chief on RC Raceway, giving us a follow as well on TikTok. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Hey, my sister followed me. Nice. St. William Newman from out in Australia, giving us a follow on TikTok as well. Mariah, thank you very much for the follow. Mr. Butcher, thank you as well. Stoops, thank you for following. Arbino Davis, Adam, thank you very much. RB Racing, thank you very much. Jason Woodington, Mac Brown, DJ, Kenneth Davis, of course, Mike, thank you very much for the follow out there. Rich Hurst and Ryan Barrow, giving us some ton of fun. Case Beer followed me on TikTok as well here recently. Thank you very much. Thank you to all the new followers on TikTok. We're going to try to do more on TikTok. Just don't know what. Evan Durant came to pit road. Kenny Reel's going to be in second. Everybody came in for a little bit of fuel here. Try to make it toward the end and hit those final 25 laps before they go back to green flag racing here. As a lot of drivers maybe just coming back down to pit road to get a different kind of cycle. We'll see what happens. Jeremy Bailey back to pit road as well. We'll get the Ewell here. I believe he went ahead and I don't know if he took his last fast repair, but some things did happen. If you haven't seen me on TikTok, you can give me a follow on TikTok at by looking up Signature Esports, all one word, because they don't like to allow us to do anything out there. Make sure you like the videos, subscribe for more. We've got a whole lot planned. If you're into GTA roleplay, you can check out Signature RP. It's our new role-playing server. In order to be a part of that, you got to go to our Discord. And actually, that's what I was doing in the middle of all that when things happen. I need to change the Discord reply command for everybody, so bear with me. Because the Discord links expired, which I love. Is that going to invite people to our Discord? Sorry, I got to generate a new link. That's what I needed to do earlier. So thank you so much to everybody for being out there. You're all amazing. Yep. See, that's where you'll be able to catch me as well because, well, let's just face it, it's awesome. We'll be able to do this because without you guys. That's also how you can join our truck series. It's going to be on Thursdays. It's going to start here in a couple of weeks. We're going to be running a 10-week race schedule, and it costs you $5 to enter. And get out there, have some fun. It's going to be a good time. Be on Thursday nights. Green flag will drop about. I believe we've got it scheduled to drop it. The green flag to drop about 8:15 Eastern. I believe is what I have it set. Let me double check on my end so that way I know what I'm doing. because I like to know what I'm doing. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. We are also working on setups. Something that's been going on behind the scenes. Thinking of our sponsors for that series, Noma TV, Pat's Fan, of course, sponsoring our race information. It is first race going to be at Homestead. We're running pretty decent laps, about 100 to 125. I think the longest race we have is actually, I think they're all 125 to 150 miles in the length. It just kind of depends. I wanted to keep them kind of short and not really have to worry too much about, you know, hey, you don't want to have too long of a race on a Thursday night, so everybody can go to bed and do all that stuff. So check out our recruitment races we're going to be having as well. If you'll be part of the truck series, I encourage you to do it. Jeremy Bailey back here. David Arandt's going to be controlling a restart here. 24-51 on the outside, 88-52 on the inside. We're back at it. Green flag racing. AMR is your sponsor. If you need a paint, I encourage you to go check him out. He is absolutely the best. Use the Fixed Racing League as your promo code. They'll be able to give some money back to the league. I believe it's $5 for every paint that you save will go back to this league. And if you want a good quality paint, he makes some pretty good quality paints. David Arandt's going to be out front. Kenny Reel, another playoff driver, in second. Brian Wasserman's going to be in third. The third playoff driver is going to be Chris Justice down to the bottom side. Bulls that corner. iRacing's dynamic tracks have showed up here. Momentum is the key. We're seeing right now the high line has been working for a lot of these drivers. We'll go across the start-finish line. Lap 25 being completed here at Charlotte. As Chris Justice under fire. There's a 49 there as well. Dalton Powell's going to be in that 5 spot. Powell rolling the corner to the outside. Right behind Kenny Reel. Brian Wasserman, your race leader. When he came out on 19, he decided he was going to take tires. Wasserman, David Arandt, Kenny Reel, Russell Black to the outside. Playoff spots have changed. Well, these drivers do that. I'm going to let them roll at it for a little bit. I'm going to get these guys situated as far as what's going to happen and the driver overrides and get all these guys worked up. So I'm going to mute myself. We're going to let these guys roll at it and get them all changed. We'll throw it on exciting for you. All right, I made that work. All right, your green numbers. It's your playoff drivers. Those are the drivers competing for a championship. Everybody else is out there to win a race. Brian Wasserman moving forward. Casey Duncan's going to be in second here as Mata's going to get her third. Russell Black holding off in fourth here. First, the playoff drivers holding on as David Aran and Chris Justice go at it back here in eighth and ninth. Right now, everybody on the lead lap. Jeremy Bailey rolling with the back bumper here of Noel Holmberg. Holmberg here in the 4-5. TGI Friday. So he's got a league coming up on Saturdays, coming up here very soon. We call a league on Saturdays, which is a little bit of dirt racing. So we're gonna say if you want to run some asphalt, go find his league. And if you want to run some dirt, then I encourage you to find Reaper Racing Leagues. Speaking of leagues that I encourage you to run with, sponsor here at Signature Esports could be Chop Shop Racing Series on your screen. Love to see it. Go find him. Those guys do it right. They really do. There's a good friend of mine, Go Racing Diecast. Go to GoRacingDiecast.com. He's got some excellent opportunities out there. Hopefully his Christmas went well, because I know he was selling a whole bunch of stuff. Go Dalton out there. Saying, Nate, how you doing? Come on, Kenny, keep on moving, says Brandon. Good to see you out there, Brandon. I appreciate you. Again, if you haven't joined my Discord to get out there and game with me, I encourage you to do so. We are going to be trying. I'm going to try to get some people together. And I finally got access to Kharkov Arena. And I'm going to get some people together. And we're going to try to make that happen as well at some point. We have a lot going on with Sea of Thieves. And just a whole lot happening right now. Russell Black to third. Casey Duncan holds on to fourth. He is your biggest mover of the race. K-Spear to the bottom side as the MC Motorsports driver runs the bottom side here. The three on the outside, nothing on the inside. Three in the back quarter panel. It's an interesting take, and I'm glad that NASCAR didn't go to the back bumper. I know that was part of the allure of what they were going to do with the next-gen car. I'm glad they moved it forward and kept it on the side of the car where it was accessible. Putting the numbers on the back, and I'm not knocking Jonathan here, but putting the numbers on the back left quarter panel with the way that these cars work, I would much rather see it there. Have the driver number focused on instead of, a big giant sponsor in the middle, which is what they were talking about doing. This is more for the fans than it is for anything else, and that's why I'm glad NASCAR went that way. Brian Wasserman, 1.6 second lead over Mata here. These drivers still pushing forward. Russell Black holds on to third. David Aran, Chris Justice still side by side, burning each other's tires off. Somebody's going to be saving a little bit of tire here. There's Kenny Reel right behind him. So, hold on. Got some numbers mixed up here. Bear with me. Something was supposed to change over. Points of standings. There it is. They're David Aran, Chris Justice, Russell Black, Kenny Reel. Why did I get Jason Branch's number all mixed? That's my bad. Bear with me. I'll fix it. Branch was so close. So close. Kenny Reel, right? Yeah. All right, Jason. There it is. There it is. Should be fixed now. Should be fixed. It's should have been fixed. Tommy D, the man, the myth, the legend. That's your Beef Jerky Unlimited driver cam sponsor out there with the Beef Jerky Unlimited love. Thanks, sir. I appreciate you. How are you doing, my friend? Let's get a little love going here. Refresh the current cache of the page so we can make sure that we get it all out there. There it is. Playoff Drivers Championship Race, Charlotte Motor Speedway. Big love, big fun. Yeah, yeah. Speaking of driver cams, there they are. There is Mr. Jason Branch trying to roll his way back forward. He's back here tail end of the field, but don't cut him out just yet. Tell you what, that is some delicious beef jerky you've got there, sir. To the point we actually had to make a list with some family, so you're going to get an order from me here very soon. deliciousness. Rob Van Ness giving us a like. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. The drivers coming to pit road here as they come around to complete about 3 laps to go before the end of the stage. They close pit road during about 2 laps to go before the end of the stage, so don't ever count that out. We'll see what happens here. As again, please make sure that you are old enough to partake if you choose to partake in the old, which I can't condone. I can't condone it. Which is no bueno. That's Chris Justice. That's the driver you're going to be on board here. As a 24 in front of him. These drivers have been able to keep it nice and even. He is live. His heart rate's 142 right now. Down to the bottom side he goes. Trying to run the outside lane is the 24. 24 battles back to the outside up near the wall. Crossover here for Chris Justice as they continue to move. Little Saturday night racing. Little NASCAR action here on iRacing as they get ready to move. 2 laps to go into the stage as they continue to push a little harder. And last but not least, we got some great fun, great friends, great family out there. Good to see all the drivers putting a little work in. And thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited for being a fantastic sponsor here at Signature Esports. We'll get you a promo code so that way you can support us over here as well. Mata's going to be your race leader as they come around for the final lap here as they get ready to go. Time. Final lap. They're coming around. Stage is going to end here on lap 45. Mata, Black, Duncan, your top 3. Stage 1 complete. And it gets some momentum for Michael Mata out of Waterbury, Connecticut. The Fixed Racing League driver, pushing a little extra here today. It's so much to all the drivers being out there and having some fun and picking butt and taking names. These drivers go to work. Man, oh man. What a great time it's been. Hopefully you're all enjoying yourselves. Gonna save this project real quick, folks, and reload. How's everybody's holidays been? Was it great for you? It was fun for us. It really was. Whoa, baby. That was crazy. Back under caution here as the drivers get around here. Got ourselves a little bit of a conundrum here with the old overlays. Everybody's coming to pit road. You knew this was going to happen as part of the process here. Drivers thinking about taking fuel, taking tires. Who's going to be able to do it? Getting some love out there. Thanking everybody for being absolutely magical and the best in the business. Look at Admin Box. Go to adminbox with 2x's.com. Check them out over there. Thank you to the league. Thank you to everybody having some fun out there. Again, Thursday nights, you're going to be able to check out Signature Esports Truck Series coming up here in the first couple of weeks of January. We're going to get rolling. We have a tentative start date of January 11th. That series will be, as a couple of sponsors, we have our White Flag sponsor and our Starting Grid sponsor. We're looking for a title sponsor out there for that series as well. Be able to put some money in some drivers' hands, and we have a little $5 entry fee for the 10 races you're going to be able to run. So it's like basically 50 cents a race. And that just helps cover everything else. Kind of like the good old boys race. The goal. Mata's going to be your race leader. Black's going to be in second. Ferrella rolls up to third. Chris Justice moves up to fourth. Gains about 5 spots on that on that pit strategy. Kenny Reel back is going to have 2 spots better than David Durant here. David Durant came out 1 spot back from where he went to pit road. There's your pit strategy for the drivers. 47 laps, pretty much ran. Everybody came out on 19. And that's going to be, so basically split all that in half, and that'll be what you see. I did have to reload the overlay because I changed some stuff for the drivers, because I wanted to make sure that all the drivers were good to go. Dark Horizon Fishing giving you all the love out there. Much love to Spicy. Go to facebook.com/Dark Horizon Fishing. Check him out over there. Thank you to Chop Shop. Thank you to Noma TV, another iRacing commentator out there that we love to see. We love to support. Who helps us as well. Go check out his YouTube channel, youtube.com/Noma_TV. National Online Motorsports Association Television is the people that are putting those together. I'd like to get Noma on. Donnie giving us a like. What's up, Donnie? Thank you very much. Seeing that one out there, too. Thank you, sir. I'd like to see SCTV Roku come back and be able to put like a National Online Motorsports Association podcast together or something like that. Maybe get them some TV time out there. That'd be really cool to have little episodes about that, about what the leagues are doing and what folks are doing out there. YouTube's been I've been watching DJ E. He's been out there really killing it when it comes to iRacing content as well. And we like to support the iRacing as a series and as everything that we do with it. So it'd be really cool to be able to put all that together and have some fun with it. So if you're encouraged by that, maybe we would do that. I would really like to get our Roku channel back up and running. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of money, of course, but that's what this is all about. I think it would be really cool to be able to have these leagues have an opportunity, have another storage opportunity for people to be able to watch on their big screens. It'd be cool to upload your videos or have your YouTube videos be able to be accessed through a channel that is specifically sim racing and gaming and all of that. So we'll see what happens. 105 is going to be your race leader. We're going back to green flag racing here as next stage is going to end on lap 90. I believe Michael has showed up to win this thing. We're trying to, at least. Barella in the inside lane. Chris Justice will be there on the outside lane. Russell Black, Dave Farella, all these drivers gonna have some fun. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Thank you to everybody for being out there. You're all just so awesome. Thank you so much. And please make sure you reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support the stream and support what we do over here. The more interaction we get, the more the drivers get exposure, and more the leagues get exposure as well. And we're trying to grow. We haven't streamed in like a week. Well, we did stream like a personal gaming night, but that wasn't all that much. I was on Twitch. Did that for a couple of hours with Mrs. Signature. Ready to go. Green flag. Good restart for the 105. Full set. Forward momentum, everything. 64 to the bottom side. Making moves early is going to be the big key for, I think, a lot of these drivers. Now, they're still going to have to come to pit road. And we'll see what it's going to take here for these drivers to be able to have it. I believe they're going to be about 4 laps short on fuel. By the calculations that I have, 1.45 miles in length is the track here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And this is, if they have to take a short pit, then that's going to be a big key about who's going to be able to be there at the end. But we'll see. We're going to lap 90. We're 9 into the wall. Dave Farella. Ooh, man. Little right side contact with the wall there. He's good to go. Able to pop it off and get rolling. We'll see if he's going to be able to have some fun with that one. Jeremy Bailey to the bottom side. The 1915 driver rolls the corner. Bailey up into the mix. Mata rolls the lead here, quarter-second lead over Russell Black. Chris Justice in tow as well, right behind David Duran. Try to roll. Where's Kenny? Kenny's back here. He's just trying to bide his time, maybe save some fuel, take, and be there at the end. Have that right pit strategy and make the momentum move. Kenny Reel to the bottom side. Playoff drivers, 3 of the top 5 are your playoff drivers here as Dalton Powell goes to the outside. Chris Justice kind of left in the middle there. As Justice goes to work, his heart rate 130. This is a heart rate track. It really is. Dudley goes to the outside. Kenny Reel in tow now. This is a heart rate track, very much so. Sullivan a lap down. Grady got about a minute and 10 seconds of damage repaired. 30 seconds for Corey Rowe. He's working through his fast repairs. Noel Holmberg got a little bit repaired as well. Jonathan K-Spears, the driver, he is tracking down everybody within throwing distance of each other. Check on all of our drivers. Jason Branch right here in that bottom groove, able to hook up the tires. These tracks are now dynamically present, folks. And what you need to know about that is that these tracks absolutely 110% have, not only do you lay down the rubber, but not only do you put up not only do you lay down the rubber, but the tracks now dynamically heat like they have been supposed to be able to do for a long time. So when you see drivers changing lanes, they have to change lanes. It is something that is all but important. 64 into the middle lane, towed down to the bottom side. David Duran's going to roll the corner. 64 exit here. Dirty Air trying to kill the car off. 64 rolls the bottom side. 24 gets the exit. There to the outside of 24 there to the outside of the 64. And right now, Dirty Air killing a car. Mata's going to be able to pull away here. B-Class 242 on his iRating. Side by side, these two are. Dalton Powell in tow inside the top 5. 64 back to the inside of the 24, but I do believe the race line has been dictated here. 51 to the back bumper. The outside lane has been proving to be the dominant lane. Dalton Powell, a little free there. You see him wiggle into the corner. Dalton 1631, A-Class 499 on the iRating. We have been working with some of the Highline drivers as well as we're trying to work with all kinds of drivers out there and get the race lines figured out on what's going to be dominant for most of these drivers. 24 back to the inside, tries to get to the 105. David Duran 4,060 on the iRating, drops to the bottom side of the 105. Going to try to take over the lead here. Now, similarly, the outside lane has been the dominant lane, and right now the 24 somehow, some way pulling away from these drivers, has been running the inside lane for the majority of the race as the 105 gives a big bump to the 24. Showing a little displeasure maybe in the line he was running. 105 back to the outside. 24, first playoff driver in tow. Chris Justice trying to catch up now as Russell Black goes to work. Kenny Reel almost taken out there. Momentum is everything. Thank you, drivers, for being out there. David Duran out front as Michael Mata, who has been Michael Mata. If I'm saying it incorrectly, Mike, I apologize about that. We'll get to it. He has been the long run king. He took over the lead and wasn't looking back. A little clean air might have had him pushing a little bit harder here, but I don't think that he really needed to. Brian Wasserman led a few laps as well, but Mata, over the course of the long haul, has been the driver to beat. Took over the lead close to the end of the stage. 105 up in that second lane. 7 on the corner. There to the back bumper of the 105. 105 in tow of the 24. Goes to the inside. 24 down to try to take the line away. Right now, 105 will send the corner. Going to be able to drift back up the race line. He's going to make the pass here. As The 105 takes the lead. David Arand goes back to second. Dave doesn't have to win the race. He just has to finish ahead of Kenny Reel and Chris Justice. And Russell Black. Russell Black falling off the pace here. Stuck on the inside. Everybody made the pass on the outside, so he's going to be off a few. Back to ninth where he started. Led here throughout the end of the race, and we'll see what happens. Durand, Mata back to the outside. Going to force the 24 to try to make a mistake. 24 up the race line. Trying to pull the inside air off, pull that side draft. Not going to work if the 105 can continue to hold the outside lane. This is where he's been running, and it's been working for him. Side by side, 105. To clear here. I think a bump from Wasserman helped the 24. This is onboard full screen cam. Little bump gets the 24 free. See Mata there not giving any advantage. Not trying to give any room. And try to go back to work. Wasserman in tow. 52 of Chris Justice back to the outside. Playoff drivers now starting to come back into play. Russell Black back moving forward here. See Jason Branch in tow. He's doing the same thing. There's Dalton Powell rolling. David Arand under pressure now. And Chris Justice trying to make his presence known as well. Macaroon Racing race line, the high line. Jerry giving us a like. Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate you, sir. You just see how close these drivers are rolling together. 105 in the corner. Kenny Reel for the bottom side. Trying to close some distance down. There's the 52 up near the wall. That's the Larson line. He'll drop down to the bottom. He's going to try to clear the 105 here. Mata trying to get to work. David Arand had to back the tires off, cool himself down, get back to working. And right now, this is what's working for him. Back to the inside. Scott giving us a big old subscribe out there on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Top three drivers, all playoff drivers. There goes Michael. He is making some things happen. Don't count him out just yet. There's Robert Dudley there as well. Biggest move of the race is going to be David Arand, but nothing being presented here as far as the biggest mover. We'll see if Chris Justice can be able to catch him. 20 laps to go on the stage, folks. It is the E-Teams. talked about it a moment ago. Mata goes to the outside. We take a little hydrate break there. Folks, thank you so much for everybody tuning in. Like, follow, subscribe for all of the action here. Much love to you. A lot of drivers coming to pit road, taking the green flag pit stops now as we'll see what these drivers are going to be able to do. David Durant has a 3/4 second lead over Chris Justice. He utilized that outside lane to try to prove a point and has been doing so. Mata rolls into the lane, not rolling the bottom side near as much except on the quarter exit. 76 of 167 as the 49 looks to the inside of the 105. Side-by-side racing here for third as Dudley goes to third, makes the pass. 105 will have the pass back to the outside, and that's the battle back. The moment you take the inside lane, you have to check up the momentum to be able to make the corner on older tires. That's what happens. That's what works. Right now, Jason Branch, first driver to leave pit road. Russell Black will come around here as well, so we'll be trying to get around a few of these drivers as Corey Rowe still finds himself 2 laps down. Grady Sullivan's going to be 2 laps down as well, but Sullivan came out on 71. That's when he took his green flag pit stop. If these drivers come around and complete their green flag pit stop, we're going to see what these fine folks are going to be doing. Mata, 2.3 back. Not quite sure what happened to cause such a significant gap, and we're about 1.3 seconds of difference. Last lap for David Arand is 31.12. Take a look at the last 5 lap times. Body on your screen. Chris Justice better on 76 and 77. So that gap has been ever closing, and on 77, Justice pulls within a tenth and a half, almost a tenth and a quarter. 78, another 1.3, a tenth and a third, almost 1.137 seconds faster as Justice finds the draft package on the backside. Mata closing down the distance as well. Dudley's been a little faster, but not able to get back around the 105. 105 now has to go back to work. Dudley was a little faster than he first few laps, and now they've been kind of going at it here. Good battle going on for third. Chris Justice closing down the distance to David Arand as we'll see who's going to have the advantage here. Kenny Reel started on pole. He's been trying to work his way back forward. Was that early going? Trying to close back in. There is Jonathan Casebeer in tow as well. Russell Black in 13th. One of the playoff drivers a lap down, trying to get his green flag pit stops in. These drivers running about a second faster than the rest of the field. Drivers out front, about a second and a half faster than the majority of the field. Jerry Bailey coming to pit road on lap 80. Good stuff. This has been a good race. So far, so good. Couple cautions early going. Staging it up with a couple of drivers trying something different here. David Arand out front. And right now, Jason Branch leading the crew around as some of the drivers decide they're coming to pit road. Mata Wasserman coming to pit road, as we'll see Jeremy Bailey leave pit road here, go a lap down. And make sure everybody does what they need to do. 82 of 167. Big cluster back here is some lap traffic. Trying to get around a few of these drivers. Here's Dave Perella, Casey Duncan behind the 28. Dalton Powell in the 51 trying to roll forward as well. 9 next to the 49. 17 laps to go on the stage. It's the next time by as Wasserman and Mata leaving pit road. Wasserman leaving pit road as well. I believe having some connection issues here. We'll see what happens. 105 getting back out as David Arand will try to keeps the field at bay. Chris Justice to the bottom side. David Arand, Chris Justice, 1-2. Your playoff looks as such. 3.9 back is Kenny Reel. Robert Dudley in third. Closing the distance right now to David Durant, who's ran the car to everything he has. Right now, battles back to the outside. 52 is going to have to get to the outside of the 24 if he wants to make this move. You can't just ride. 52 to the bottom side. 24 puts the air on the nose of the 52. You see the checkup for the 52 there. I do believe Chris does have the momentum He just has to get to the outside of the 24 to be able to try to force an error of David Rand. Easier said than done, though. Tonight, we're crowned a champion. 15 laps to go to the stage. Next time by, 52 will have to make a slider work and wait for this lap traffic to catch them here as Jason Branch goes to work on the high side. These two coming to pit road. Chris Justice, 24 slides the corner. Chris Justice had an opportunity there. He did close down quite a bit of the gap. Robert Dudley will take it over the lead. Jonathan Casebeer, Kenny Reel in second. Jonathan Casebeer in third. Given on 47. 3 drivers still left to pit. Jason Branch will come around. These drivers have been trying to put a lot of time back into these cars. And right now, the top 4 in tow. Russell Black, the 5 car behind Kenny Reel. Kenny Reel trying to look at his race line here. As Chris Justice will hit his pit stop. 88 will come out second. We'll have to play catch up to the 24 here. As David Rand will have about 13 laps to try to make this work. Russell Black pulling away from him. Kenny Reel out front. Dudley into pit stop. Into his pit stop. Kenny Reel, Jonathan Casebeer trying to hold on. Maybe hoping or praying for a caution here. Not quite sure. Mata trying to play catch up as well. Dudley will go back. Jason Branch in third now as Casey Duncan is in tow. 17 Roland Casey has a win in the series. As Dave Perella in tow as well. Dalton Powell, the top 4 drivers, kind of drafting their way forward here. First drivers that came to pit road. Russell Black still trying to hold on as well. Mata has some good speed. David Rand still has a lot of time to play catch up here. Be trying to roll the outside corner. Is going to be able to, he's passing these drivers on the outside like they're standing still. Oh, gets into the 49. But my question is here, Dudley came in a lap later than David Rand. Getting up to speed, able to pass him on the outside. 30.02. His best lap of 29.38. We'll see what he runs this time by. Casebeer comes to pit road. As we're going to be 89 of 167. Chris Justice back behind some of these drivers. 49 trying to get up to speed and just get around some of these drivers. Has the same. Oh, he did not take tires. That's why. Dudley going to hold a set off here. 45 goes around. Caution comes out. Dudley smacks the inside wall. Noel Holmberg. Robert Dudley. Oh, Noel came up. Hold on. Back it up. Dudley was there to the outside. Watch the race line. Dudley up second lane here. 52 to the inside. Yeah, little wiggle from the 45. Wasn't clear. Out of the 49. And they'll come to pit road. 49 will have to go around. And we should have everybody, almost everybody on the lead lap here. We'll see. But Kenny Reel getting the saving grace out of all of this. Be able to come to pit road, have the freshest tires. The issue is that we're not, we just ended the caution there. Caution comes out. That was the end of the stage. We're showing lap 90 now, so Kenny Reel will get the stage win. Stage points don't matter here. Everybody's going to come to pit road. Tires and fuel are going to be everything. Chris Justice will come around. So Kenny Reel got the saving grace there. Stayed out, tires, fuel, did what he needed to. Man, oh man. Robert Dudley catching back up to the tail of this field. I think Jeremy Bailey should be your lucky dog here. Should be back on the lead lap. Dudley came on 86. Has significant nose damage here. Was trying to get down to pit road and to pass the pace car, get himself back around. And right now we see a lot of drivers like Wasserman here. Actually, will be the driver that was your lucky dog. Case Beer trying to get back on the lead lap. Noel Holmberg leaving pit road is going to be a lap down. Corey Rowe trying to get a free pass out of all of this. And there's Grady Sullivan looking to get one more of his laps back. Man, oh man. They're very close on fuel, very close on everything else. Caution comes out of them apples. Craziness. Pronounced Mata. Thank you. Still probably going to screw it up and not mean to. And I will make the middle note. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Oh, man. All right, everybody out there on YouTube, I see you all watching. Thank you so much for watching. Do me a favor, hit that like button. It helps these guys. It helps me. It helps everything that we do. Also, sorry for the ads. Not much I can do there. It said it had like 30 seconds left before it was going to play ads, so it's what happened. So we got time. We got time. All right, Kenny Reel's going to be your race leader here. Chris Justice will be in second. Jason Branch in third. 105, Michael Maddox is going to be there in fourth. Dalton Powell in fifth. I was actually trying to look something up here, folks. Bear with me. My channel. Thank you again to all the new subscribers out there. 76 races to go. The countdown to 1,000. 1,000 races. We are down to the nitty gritty. 1,000 races are going to be it's going to be very soon. Going to happen before you know it here in the next couple of months. So it'll be a countdown to the 1,000th race. We'll have to do something. That'll be the way that I figure it. That'll be over on average between 20 to 25,000 different drivers that we've seen. 280,000 miles turned, 167,000 laps turned under the call of what I do. Kenny Reel gets a good restart here. Chris Justice in second. Dalton Powell's going to be in third. Back at it, final stage to 167. We are going. Somebody's going to have to say a little bit here. How about Russell Black in fifth here to the outside? Let's go racing. Thank you, Start Point. Thank you. Appreciate you very much. Arizona. Is it Arizona Start Point? I like it. Thank you, AZ. Appreciate you. Final stint to crown a champion. David Duran trying to pull up here as he rolls the corner. Robert Dudley in the eighth spot. Kenny Reel stayed out. Now has tires and fuel, has a 0.3 of a second difference here. Dalton Powell's going to be in second as he tries to close down the distance here. For all of them. 105, I think, took right sides only. That's the shortest fuel cycle I've seen. How about Chris Justice here? Taking fuel only. He trying to level off some tires. His tires are not that old. A lot of these drivers came in on around 85 to 86. A little splash, a little tire wash, thinking that everybody was going to have to come to pit road, but caution comes out, saves Kenny Reel from having to come to pit road. So that's the saving grace there. Fastest laps ran by some of the drivers here. 29:35 for Jason Branch. Casey Duncan, 29:36, getting ever faster here as they roll the inside lane. Nolan Holmberg, first driver off the lead lap, looking for a free pass. Corey Rowe, 2 laps down. Jonathan Casebeer is going to be multiple laps down here. 99 of 167. Grady Sullivan still trying to work. He's 11 laps down. What happened to Grady? Spent some time on pit road. .28:17, side by side. Dave Farrell is going to be there to the inside. 105, dropping back here. New tires starting to show up into the front of the field. Kenny Reel up front. Russell Black, David Aran rolling away for them. 7 sets of tires. That's a lot of tires to be using throughout the course of this race, and I know that it's kind of the way it's been. 64 rolls the bottom side. Cleans up his race line. 3/4 second between these drivers and Kenny Reel. First time Kenny Reel's been back out front since the start of this race. 67 laps to go. Kenny Reel gonna have to do some work. Russell Black, second lane, trying to get some clean air. These cars stall out whenever they try to work into the corner here. And a lot of momentum. To the outside. Pushes the 64 down. Now Russell Black stuck in the same spot he was at before. Not able to make the pass on the 51, and now is going to get freight trained here. Needs to clear, get up in front of the 7. Not going to happen. Holy cow. 3 wide behind. Wow. Russell Black got freight trained there. Now has to go to work. Protect that race line. 49 will try to drop to the inside here. Got to get him back up the throttle, back up to position. 64 runs the second lane. Got to be able to back up the throttle a little sooner up on the high side. 103 of 167. Sometimes you just have to change the race line. David Aran trying to catch up to Kenny Reel. A lot of these drivers losing ground. There was a 3/4 of a second gap. Now, down to the same way. Dalton Powell losing some ground here. Tires starting to level out. Puts Justice inside the top 5. Russell Black still rolling the mid lane here. Trying to catch up to Kenny Reel, and they are. Every driver catching Kenny Reel right now. Kenny Reel backs the corner up, drops to the inside. David Aran rolls the bottom side. There's Brian Wasserman in corner. This time by, everybody faster. Last lap for Kenny Reel, 30.1. Everybody else, 29.9 or better. Dalton Powell, first driver to run outside of the 30.1 mark, 30.19. Ferrella ran a 30.26 under Jeremy Bailey. Nada here in the 105, trying to close the distance. Robert Dudley in the 49, right behind the 52 of Chris Justice. Trying to get himself a little extra ground here. Dudley rolls the middle lane. Justice backing up the corner. Russell Black, low line exit, trying to go back to the traditional exit here. Half second separates David Arant and Kenny Reel. 106 of 67. Battle for the lead is as such. Real Durand. Durand rolling. Let's get rid of those sponsors for a second. Love my sponsors, but we got to see some information. Let's do it. Nice. 0.3 of a second to the difference. Brian Wasserman in tow as well. Wasserman to the 24. Russell Black right in tow. Chris Justice trying to savor some of the moments. Saved himself a set of tires. Been able to hold off some good drivers here. For how long as this thing continues to wear on? 49 up the race line. 52 down. 49 in the middle lane. 105 in tow as well. 49 runs that second. That's one of the ways you can do this. The corner's going to go to the 52. And right now, the 105 is going to try to take advantage of that. 49 is going to have the entry here. He's not going to be able to get it. 105 is going to roll the outside. 52 into the middle of the race line. 105 Amada coming. Can't hold off both. That'll be difficult. 105 will give the race line. 49 back to the inside of 105. 105 in the middle of the corner. 52 kind of has to run his race line the way he does. These drivers really putting some time in. Kenny Reel has been all but caught. 24 able to put the car pretty much anywhere he wants to. Will try to make the pass where he can. Dirty air disrupts the race flow of the car, but right now the 24 doing everything he needs to. Rolls the outside. 88 to the bottom. Kenny Reel trying to hold on. David Arant's going to have the run here. Can he get to the back bumper? He's going to drop to the inside. Wasserman, the third. Can he make his own race line stick now? As the 88 and the 24 go at it. 88 rolls the corner. 24 to the back bumper. The car length separates both of their drivers. 112, 167. 24 out to the outside. Rethink the progression here. As we see Dalton Powell trying to come back up into the mix here. Runs the bottom side. Russell Black being caught by Chris Justice. This race, for anybody that is up here trying to battle for the championship, all four drivers inside the top five. Brian Wasserman. Said you didn't have to win the race. I was wrong. 24 rolls the corner, has such a better exit. Watch the speed and the closing distance here. 88 puts a little dirty air on the 24. 24 gets back into the corner so much better. Kenny Reel does have a good line in there and is able to extend himself a little bit, but the closing distance of the 24 puts the 24 right back on the back bumper every single lap. That's a later apex out of the corner. This time, Kenny Reel still puts the dirty air on the nose. He's going to have a worse exit. The 24 did not get to the bottom the same way he did the corner before, but he is going to be able to close back down here. And we're going to see just what they're going to be able to do. Clean air can be key here, but right now, Brian Wasserman can look at these guys and say, you know what? You guys can race each other. I want to race for a win. Wasserman to the bottom side. Russell Black to Robert Dudley. Dudley in tow back to the inside. Chris Justice losing ground. 64 goes to 5th. Matta here in the 105, still trying to work his way forward. Right now, Chris Justice in the middle. There's a whole lot of chaos happening here. Whoa, 17 goes around. Caution comes back out. That's a whole different ball game, folks. Dave Farrella having an issue as well. Here's a look at what happened. Casey Duncan on the bottom side. There's a 9 to the outside. Duncan to exit. Just not clear. Little connection for he and the 9. They happen. That do happen. One more time here. Yep. The old racing deal. Well, that changes the race. Hard lick there. All right. Who wears short shorts? They wear short shorts. All right, we'll be about 40 laps to go. I'm sorry, 50 laps to go. This is a chance for fuel and tires. Noel Holmberg should be your lucky dog here if he was able to stay out of that. Corey Rowe might be able to get one of his laps back here as well if he stays out for a free pass. So can Jonathan Casebeer. Grady Sullivan might do the same thing. We'll see. Grady came in on 81. He sat in, got a whole bunch of damage fixed. Something must have happened for a DC. Right now, he's doing what he can. We'll see who's going to be able to win the race off of pit road. Kenny Reel was your pole sitter. But right now, he's going to have a few drivers here. There's David Arand coming off pit road. This is a whole different ball game now with Kenny Reel and David Arand. David Arand starting to your inside or outside is a whole different ball game than having to play catch up. David Arand was able to make it work early, especially in the early portion of that run when it came to trying to get around some drivers. It was very easy for him. And clean air, we know, for Kenny Reel has been a good thing. Matta here has been probably the most impressive driver of tonight. He's been able to make the long run work for him. Every driver doing what they can. Playoff drivers competing for a championship for the 2023 Series champion. Here for the AMR Paintworks Gen 6 Series, the Fixed Racing League, knocking it out of the park. And it's been absolutely incredible. Scott, first time here, by far the best broadcast stream and announcing. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Hey, you know what? We've been doing it since I've been on iRacing for a hot minute, since the early days, since the days before I started with the Car of Tomorrow. That's how long I've been on here. And I didn't start calling races until somebody asked me to do it during the COVID era. And I did it as a favor, and then Signature Esports was born from that. So thank you very much. I appreciate you. That's kind of what we do. That's what I like to do. It's what I encourage folks to get out there and be a part of these iRacing streams, not just for the broadcast purposes of it, but also because these drivers, they may never ever get to sit in a real life car and go around the track other than having to pay for that ride service. But I will tell you that these guys these drivers all deserve to have somebody get out here and professionally do it for a reasonable price for these leagues. And I've been able to do it for 4 years now. 4 years in 4 years in May. And content creation has been, as I never thought it was going to be a thing for me. You never expect that you're going to be in your 40s and find yourself in a whole different scenario when it comes to employment, and then change things around. We own our own business here in the Lake of the Ozarks, and media's always been my thing. Photography, the restaurant industry, just everything that we've done here. So it's been a ton of fun, and there's still a lot that I've learned how to do this on my own. I've taken my passion for quote unquote gaming and turned it into something cool. So we do We primarily focus on iRacing broadcasts, but we do. I said do. We do other gaming scenarios as well, game reviews and things of such. We have game reviews for our members. We're going to have first release game reviews for all of our members on YouTube coming up very soon. That's something I'm changing on everything that we're doing. So when it comes to learning overlays and learning how to do this, it takes a lot, and I'm a one-man show. So thank you very much. I appreciate you. You're all amazing. We are multi-streaming, folks. If you're out there watching on any of the platforms, you can follow me on everything. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. That's where we stream the majority of everything that we do. Personal gaming streams are on Twitch. YouTube has been really blowing up for us here lately, so I appreciate that. And then from there, yeah, it's been awesome. So 88, 24, 105, 749, 64. And the goal is to have an esports program and to be able to actually put this to really good use for everybody, because I think it's awesome. We're ready. Pitter patter. Let's get at her. Green flag. $121 of 167. They should not be able to make it on fuel. 60% fuel in the cars is going to be tough. David Arand in tow. Nada going to be one of the drivers you're going to be looking at here. They're on a level playing field. What can Michael Matta do? Can he work his way forward? Russell Black maybe making changes to the car. Has Robert Dudley to his front side. Kenny Reel, David Arand. Arand to the inside. David Arand rolls the corner. It's going to hook the bottom. He bounces it off the bottom line. It's going to drift up the racetrack. 105 to the inside. Robert Dudley getting beat up right now. Russell Black made his move to the outside as well. There's a whole lot happening, and I tell you what, that was insanity. Dalton Powell in tow as well. Can they hold on? Whoa, baby. How about Chris Justice getting a lucky break there? Now he's got tires. He's going to be able to work his way forward. One of these drivers is going to be a champion. Wasserman to the outside. Brian Wasserman here has been absolutely on fire and has really, really, really put a ton into his race car. And again, like I said, he's here to win a race. Russell Black just ran his fastest lap of the race. He figured something out. 29.48. This time by faster than everybody in front of him as well. Kenny Reel in third. Justice to the outside of the 49. 105 all the way to the bottom side. Bailey chases him down. Jeremy Bailey chasing the 105 down the racetrack there. Bailey had issues earlier, much earlier. Now out there trying to put something on it as well. There to the bottom side. 49 battles back. Can Jeremy Bailey hold on to the car? Get around into one of these drivers. 105 to the back bumper. The 2-4's lock bumpers here. If I'm the 105, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm getting him faster and uncomfortable in front of me. And yep, there's a wall tap. 105 will try to make the outside line work. 105 there to the outside. That's exactly what happened. Makes the corner exit. That's such a smart move. He made the corner exit so uncomfortable for the 32 that the 105 was able to push that. How about Jason Branch now? 3 wide. As now, that's the race line. 32 has to go back up the race line here. Back up the corner. Jason Branch in tow. These drivers are moving. Chris Justice just ran his fastest lap of the race. He's caught the 64. Justice to the bottom side. 64 in the middle. Battled back as they go. Kenny Reel on corner exit. 64 in tow. Side-by-side racing. The 52 trying to pull the air off the 64. 49 in the middle. Trying to watch what these lines are doing. Look at the run that Russell Black just got. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to the corner exit here. That high line is so aggressive. And right now it's the cleanest spot. All of the grip and all the heat is going to be there on the bottom side of the race line. Dudley in the middle. Russell Black in tow. David Durant's going to be your race leader here as Kenny Reel drops back to fifth. Russell Black putting on a hurt. Going to be there to the outside of the 7. 7 almost but not clear as Russell Black goes to the lead. He is, little bump for the 7. Gets into the left rear quarter panel to the 64. Wow. 52 has his nose cut off. 64 to the bottom side, trying to close in on the 24. 52 in the middle. Inside lane for Chris Justice is right now Wasserman. Tries to hold on to the outside. 49, little bump to the 52. Says, let's go places. Kenny Reel back to 6th. These drivers are far from done. Corey Rowe, first driver off the lead lap, looking for the lucky dog here. Wanting to get 2 of his laps back, and that's what he needs. He came in on, wanting to come in 116 to get some tires and fuel. That is Jason Branch still trying to put a hurting on some of these drivers in front of him. Trying to get around the 105 and the 32. 105 battles back. 51 of Dalton Powell to the inside. Caution comes out. It's Justice on the bottom side. And now we got to take a look and see what happened. Chris Justice right here. 49 was there to the outside. 52, same concept. Not clear. Man, oh man. Hopefully the car starts. It does. He's able to go. One more time here from the far chase view. 49 has the run on the outside. This is how powerful that outside lane can be. 49's there. And then just a little bit of net code helps that one go around. A little racing deal there. Dudley had the exit. He was there. Again, net code doesn't help anything. It is internet racing, but it is the real deal. Russell Black was on a charge there. He figured something out late in this run. There'll be 35 laps to go. They're all coming for tires and fuel. You know that's the real thing. As they do, I'm going to take a hydrate break, folks. Make sure you do so. Hit that like button, hit that follow, hit that subscribe. We're under caution here at Charlotte for the championship race, the Fixed Racing League, brought to you by AMR Paintworks. Find them on Facebook, facebook.com/AMR.Paintworks. I'll be back with you in a second here, folks. I got to make a change. While we were sitting here, I was noticing something that was happening. So you're gonna hear me. You're not gonna see anything for just a second. So just bear with me, and we'll get you all situated. Yeah, I do apologize. You know, we like to make sure that what we're doing here is awesome. And back to the main screen for you. Yeah, we're ready to go. I'm ready to go. Sitting here getting some things changed around to show you guys what was happening, and show you folks what was going on. My drone works ish, I think, like that. Oh, it is. It's just backwards. Aha! Now it's working. All right. We're going to see a live change here real quick, folks. So bear with me. Our yaw is... Yep. Yep, there we go. Drone cam has been what I've been trying to do. All right, we're ready. I'm ready. Pitter patter, let's get at her. Little green flag action here for you as they get ready to go. Good restart for David Aran getting around Kenny Reel. Kenny Reel was able to win the race off pit road, but the restart, oh, caution comes out. Once again, as now the aggression has picked up. Dalton Powell, Jeremy Bailey involved. Here's a look at what happened. There is Robert Dudley right there. Dudley's up high, grass for the 32. He comes up, and there's the 49. And Jeremy Bailey goes around. I want to take a look here. There was Jeremy Bailey was having an issue there. Let's back up. There's that part. That's when the caution comes out. Let's see how this restart went for Jeremy Bailey, because a couple of drivers get around him on the restart. At a certain point, kind of got to look at it from Dudley's point of view here. Inside the cockpit view. So it's the restart. 32 makes a good line. Does not come up the racetrack. 49 gets back to the outside. 32 runs him tight there. We're back under caution again, folks. 49 there, out of the throttle, 32 up, yeah. Yep. Little flick of the nose. All right, David Aran, your race leader here. Kenny Reel, Russell Black, your top three. Going to check on Chris Justice. He's going to have to pick a few drivers off here and there as they go. TFRL was your lucky dog last time by, is your lucky dog once again. It's going to be able to come to pit road here and now have something to compete for, because he is back on the lead lap. He will start at the tail end of the field, but there'll be a chance. Jeremy Bailey coming to pit road here. Once again, get a little bit of that damage taken care of. Get some tires, maybe check on the car. It does have some significant right side damage. Is going to take tires, so that's an important factor. If you didn't think it could get more interesting, well, guess what? Here we go. This is the way it is. Fixed Racing League back under caution here. iRacing.com for your subscription today. If you want to be a sim racer, I encourage you to get out there and do so. This has been probably the coolest thing that I've ever been able to be a part of. And iRacing has really been... I've got to give my hats off as we have closure here coming in to the end of the end of 2023. I have got to say that this has been one of the coolest things that I've ever been able to be a part of, and to be able to have the opportunity to put time and effort into something like this to make people feel and look like $1 million, in my opinion, is probably the coolest thing that you could ever see. So, don't ever. There's always an opportunity knocking around the door, folks. So don't ever give yourself or sell yourself short on following aspirations and dreams and things of that sort. I encourage you to get out there and do what you can to be the best you can be. I mean, this is awesome. There's still lots of things that I want to do. There's still lots of improvements I want to make to the streams and to what we're doing. We do have the second PC that we're going to go back to here in the beginning of the year. We should be able to do it. We're going to go back to running the side-by-sides or the picture-in-picture from my second account to this one. And then from there, we'll be able to do more. I mean, I would like to be able to do more. The more we can do, the better we can help these drivers, the better we can help the leagues, the better that we can make iRacing what I think it should be. I mean, I've got to get to the point where I've got, 4080s in my system, because I've seen what iRacing can do and what the Coke series does. And I want to be able to do the same thing. I want to be able to showcase the same kind of graphics and the same kind of, I just feel like these drivers deserve it. These leagues deserve it. They deserve so much better and so much more. They're paying for the service. They're paying for the platform. They're paying to be here. And not just for Signature Esports. I'm talking about they're paying to be on iRacing. They're paying for these leagues to run. And I just want to see what these drivers can accomplish if they have the exposure. So, yeah, expect to see more ads, more followers, more stuff like that for Signature Esports coming up. We do everything gaming, but iRacing has been our platform, so keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm thrilled. I really am. Been cool. It's been a cool 2023. I don't know what our next broadcast is after this. Gotta look now. And we got Spring Madness is going to be starting up here pretty soon. The 802 doesn't come back until January 7th. Shop is January 8th for the dirt schedule. And then super late starts January 7th. The trucks come back. Trucks. Schedule. Green flag. January 2nd. Oh, I've got a race coming up at Rockingham. All right, we're going to be back on Tuesday. Cool. I thought I had another week in between all that stuff. I'm good. Back at it, green flag. That's Russell Black on your screen. He's sitting in fourth. He's trying to win a championship. He figured something out, and there he goes. 26 to go. Wasserman to the inside, up to third now. Going to run that second lane. Listen, he'll burn up some tires getting there. Not clear is the 7. 24 rolls the corner. Oh, baby. Russell Black on the move. Big old full send. 3 wide behind. Oh, they're wrecking. Caution, 24 laps to go. Russell Black is moving. Chris Justice just ran a 28.99, fastest lap of the race. And how about them apples? We're back under it. Brian Wasserman got totally ouched. 105 to the bottom side. There's the 28. They're 3 wide. That's a little bit on Jason Branch there. That's not what you want to see. Oh, TFRL just got back on the lead lap, too, man. Dave not being able to brake on that one. Wow. Gonna scroll. Give me a second, folks. Driver there. He sees the smoke. He's here. He's down to the bottom. And just, man, what a shame. Hopefully Dave's going to be, hopefully Dave has a fast repair saved. Because his car got all messed up. Corey Rowe should be, he is on the lead lap. Jonathan Casebeer should be your lucky dog here. Brian Wasserman will have to come to pit road, get the car worked on. Kenny Reel's in on pit road as well. A last-ditch effort with 23 laps to go. Maybe try to put some tires on. I'm not sure what they're thinking. Maybe he's thinking, you know what, we got an opportunity here. Maybe we try to get ourselves some tires. I'm not quite sure. Dalton Powell in as well. Chris Justice trying to do the same thing. 7-lap difference. They all came out of 132. Everybody took tires. Dudley took right sides on 139. So where are we at now? We're 22 to go. We're actually completing lap 145. So there's a difference here. We've had back-to-back cautions here. So nobody's really been able to put any time on. David Arand and Russell Black doing a bang-up job here. Matta right there on the 105, still the most impressive driver today. Will be the guy that if I had to give an award out to, regardless of how this race finishes, has been able to run clean. It's the first time I think I've seen him in the league at all, and has really been putting on a show, doing a great job of keeping himself competitive, even with the drivers who are competing for championships up here. It's all about getting that race. It's about getting that win. You can't run races and have the mindset that I'm just going to be here. You know what I mean? Regular season champion or not, it doesn't matter when it comes to the big trophy. You got to have the big trophy. It's what matters the most. Right now, that's exactly what's happening. 24-64. 105, 28, 17 will be your top 5 drivers here. Biggest move of the race, tied between the 17 and the 24. Both drivers up 11 spots. Noah Holmberg is going to be up 8. Been able to rebound from all the issues that were happening earlier. New tires coming out for drivers like Kenny Reel, Dalton Powell, Chris Justice. 13-lap pressure tires, but we've seen caution laps under all of this, so not really the mindset that you're going to be able to do much. The tires will, if they run green, the tires will level off. And Kenny Reel will try to have a shot here. And you know what? Maybe that 5-lap difference is going to be the key. But remember, in everything racing, aggressive drivers have a tendency to put themselves in more aggressive states. You do not want to put yourself in a position where you don't finish the race. And I know there's fast repairs here, but there's a chance here for the drivers to actually do something with their tires and or with their own strategy. So a couple of early cautions, a couple of late race cautions. Everybody's just been trying to put on a good show. David Arand's your race leader. Time to hydrate, folks. I had to fly around Charlotte. It's a great racetrack. David Duran's your race leader. Russell Black getting up to speed now. Matta down to the bottom. There's Casey Duncan trying to put a hurting on him as right now Dudley goes to the outside. 105 to the bottom. 28 to the outside. Russell Black in tow. 17th. A 17th off the race pace. Everybody. Oh, Chris Justice down to the bottom side. What happened to Justice here? He's here. He's here. He's here. He's free. He's free. He's free. Oh, and he gets booted down. Oh, man. So caution will come out here. Hold on. This was... We're going to have to back this up a little bit. Caution comes back out, and I don't know why. All right, that's with the 17 there. He didn't... Wasserman didn't do anything wrong. I think Chris just got loose. Oh, he tapped the wall. Got up in the dirt. He got up in the marbles, and it made him free. And then... What happened after that? Did they bring the caution out because that happened? I mean, all good. But I mean, that must have been an admin thrown caution, because iRacing would not have seen that as a caution. Not quite sure, but that will be a black flag for Chris Justice, and I'm sure it'll get cleared. David Duran's going to restart 10th here. Russell Black's going to be your race leader. And right now, he's kind of making his bed. We're under 20 laps to go here. This time by, it'll be Russell Black, Michael Matta, Robert Dudley, Kenny Reel. As far as the drivers that are competing for a championship here, Russell Black, A-Class 1894 on his iRating. Kenny Reel, 2990 A-Class 337 on safety rating. He's got a 2990 iRating. David Duran, 4060 on the iRating. And Chris Justice, 2656. So Russell Black, if you went by iRating alone, would be the underdog. And is definitely going to be doing exactly what he needs to. I mean, that's the only way out of all of this that it makes sense. Thank you for the likes out there, folks. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the folks out there following and subscribing and doing all the cool stuff. Appreciate all of the effort and everything that everybody's been able to do. Again, make sure you join our Discord so you can get involved in our truck series. You can also get out there and get with us on our 5M server. Do a little RP. And have some fun with that. Check out some of our game reviews. Check out our YouTube channel more in depth. Go back and rewatch some races. 64, 105, clean air. Russell Black would be huge right now. They're going to be about 15 laps to go in this race when they go back to green flag racing, coming around to complete lap 152 right now. So they're going to have to do what they got to do. Be lights off. This is crazy. I never in a million years would have thought that this would have been the case, but this is how it goes. 64, 105, 49, 88, 17, 51, 45, 24. You got to be anxious. I think that's the big key here. You got to be anxious at some point. Do the cautions hold out? You know what I mean? 105 will be there on the inside. 64 out of the outside lane. Look at all that distance back here. Amar, tell him to check this back up. That's too much of a gap. I've never seen you let that happen. All right, here we go. I'm ready. You're ready. 105 will be on the inside. 64 on the outside. A chance. Green flag. $14 laps to go. Kenny Reel in tow, fresher tires, and the basically what's happened here with Russell Black is the field is cycled on him. So now Kenny Reel has brand new tires. Is going to try to pass him like he's standing still. I say brand new. He's got about 13 lap fresher tires, but they haven't really been able to run him. We've had a couple of cautions. Russell Black back to the lead here on the outside lane. 88 to the bottom side. 105 in tow. 88 not in line with the high side. Trying to pull the air off as right now they go to work. 64 to the bottom. 105 up there as well. 64 with the race line. 88's going to be in tow. 88 with a run. 105 back to the outside. 64 pulls. 88. 64. What? Holy cow. Don't do it. Driver's a little free. Big run, 64. 105, 3 wide. '64 up near the wall. 105. Whoa, cuts the 64 off. Okay, maybe I might take what I said back. As right now, Kenny Reel turns. David Aran broken. What in the world? Russell Black knocking it out of the park. Matta went for trying to go for a win there. 3 wide in a bad situation. And Kenny Reel right here as Dalton Powell right there in the 51 comes up. I mean, he came up. And the 24 tried to miss all of that. Gets smacked into the wall. 44 to the 45. I got to back up here. Dalton Powell didn't do anything wrong. Dalton Powell actually held his line. Kenny Reel stuck 3 wide here. The 105 made a move that probably way too egregious. I mean, it worked. I'm not going to say it didn't work. I'm going to say that right here when he cuts in front of the 64, great job. 51 has the line. Yeah, 88 comes up into the 51. And then David Aran gets smashed. Bailey, like 5 cars. Chris Justice involved as well. 5 cars, and that all started right there out of 3 and 4. Wow. Chris Justice just trying. Look at Chris, he's just trying to avoid this one right here. They're wrecking. He's here. It's on the bottom side. Oh, and then, man, just didn't get the chance to break there. Matta, your race leader. Russell Black in second. Jason Branch is in third. The only driver that's inside that is a playoff driver, not involved in that, is Russell Black. He's sitting second. Kenny Reel on pit road. Fast repair coming his way. Some tires. Chris Justice hopefully has a fast repair here. He does not. So he's getting some damage repaired. And then Kenny Reel back out there as well. So there's Kenny Reel. Where's the 24? David Arand's going to be here as well. He's got a broken right front. He's just trying to make it a pit road. He missed pit road. He's just trying to get him. He's trying to point himself to pit road here. Playoff drivers wrecked out in this one. Can he get to his pit stop? He's not going to be able to get there. He can't turn in. Yeah, he can't turn in. Wow. 24 there. Kenny Reel. I mean, unfortunate circumstances here. The 24 tried to miss all this. This is on board from his point of view. We're going to quarter. It's just quarter speed here. 88. And David Arand did everything right. And other than he came down on the 49 a little bit there, that right front toe link just breaks off. Mad at your race leader here. Made him move. And you can't hate him for it. He went 3 wide. He made it stick. He held his line on the bottom side. And playoff drivers are going to be very upset about that, but there's no reason for it. I mean, I've seen some 3 wide racing that has been pretty interesting in the past. David Arand, an odds-on favorite here, getting the toe. Trying to get out here and get something out of this. 105, your race leader. Russell Black in second. Jason Branch in third. Jason Branch with an opportunity here. He came in and got tires on 150. Matta actually came in on 132. So with that being said, to make that move, man, oh man, I don't know. I mean, I ain't mad. Oy vey. Can I show K-Spears' car real quick? Yeah, he's right here. There you go. He's been the highlight. He's been talked about. He's been talked about. He needs to move his number forward. That's my opinion. It's good colors, though. I like the colors of the paint scheme. He's been talked about. I promise you. Everybody's been talked about. 15-car field. Everybody's been just doing everything they can. Matta on the outside, Black on the inside. Jason Branch will follow up as well. Casey Duncan will be up there. Biggest move of the race is Casey Duncan. And a chance for him to move forward. Brian Wasserman's going to be in fifth. Man, oh man. Excuse me. How about it? David Arand's going to come out here. He's going to be 2 laps down, I do believe. He is 2 laps down. A chance for 2 cautions. They do have a couple of green-white checkers to be able to get himself back on the lead lap to be able to compete here. Don't count him out just yet. I've seen stranger things. It's a good show. David Arand up to speed. Slows down. Green flag, can go. Matta with the restart. Russell Black just needs to finish ahead. You're looking for the green numbers on the side, folks. Russell Black in second. 28 to the inside. Aggressive goes around. That's what you see. 64 up high. Jason Branch to the bottom. Momentum on the side of the 64. They're wrecking. Green flag. Oh, man. Caution comes out. What in the world, man? Chris Justice, Corey Rowe. The 79 of Corey Rowe here did the same thing Chris Justice did earlier. Up on the corner, wall taps, runs high, down, hits the 24. Oh. Now the 24 is not going to get the lucky dog because he was involved in the caution and has a broken toe link again. Wow. The right front down on the 24 for the second time. Corey Rowe had to jump to pit road as well. 24 is not going to get the lucky dog here. We will have a green-white checkered. Holy cow. 2 playoff drivers out of today's race. And the latter part of this one. Russell Black, first of the playoff drivers, has to get out here. The only driver he has to beat is Kenny Reel. And Kenny Reel right now sits 8th. Matt is going to be your race leader. Russell Black in 2nd. Jason Branch in 3rd. Fords lead the top 3. Duncan, first Toyota in the field. First Chevy is going to be Brian Wasserman. He's sitting here in 5th. And the end of this race has turned into a slugfest. John, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Oh, you just want to see he had any damage? No, he didn't have any damage. .105, 64, 28, 17. 10 drivers on the lead lap. Everybody else to pit road. David Arand trying to get the car worked on here. God bless it, man. Unfortunate is the circumstance. That's for darn sure. The end of this one is turning into a good time. Restart's going to be key, and right now that's going to be a lot. I believe we're going to have an actual green-white checkered. If my math doth serve me correctly, we shall see. He's got it. Everybody's got it. There's our chat back up. Man, oh man. Woo. This one's come down to it. Come on now. We want it green. I want to see some racing. They've had great racing. You don't want to see cautions at the end of the race. You don't want to see it, and that's it's unfortunate to know that. But hey, you know what? It's all good. All good. All good. Pretty sure, and I have to be correct here. Make sure I am absolutely on point with it. Thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight. I appreciate you. The 29th is the last race of the season. This is a championship race. And I'm going to double check the top 4 in points once again. Oh, it was Jason Branch. It was showing Jason Branch. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm confused. As far as playoffs go, that was on the 18th. Maybe I'm missing something here. Maybe I still have a battle for the championship here. God says, go Michael out there. Love it. I could have sworn somebody sent me the top 4. Well, you know. All good. All good. I've got the top 8 from last week's finish there, so hopefully that's just hopefully that's it. Hopefully that's the way it goes. I don't know. Something's not right. I'm pretty sure it's just David Arand, Chris Justice, Russell Black, Kenny Reel. I think that's what we've got. It's all we got. What I see. That's what I see as of the 18th. We didn't race last week. Oh, baby. All right. Matta, black, Branch, Duncan. Green, white, checkered. Natural. Russell, black, Jason Branch, second and third. Two laps to go. 105 with a great restart there. Russell Black doesn't need to win the race. He just needs to hold off the drivers behind him. 105 up the race line. Russell Black in tow. Jason Branch there in the mix. White flag waves. Final lap. Charlotte's been a fun, chaotic time. Branch to the high side. Matta. Oh, they're wrecking behind. The white flag is waved at Matta. Jason Branch. Kenny Reel with a last-ditch effort. I'm not sure what happened back there. We're going to have to look. Russell Black needs to hold off Kenny Reel. Kenny Reel bashes the wall. Michael Matta wins. Russell Black, I believe, is your champion. I don't know what happened back there, and I'm going to take a look. But Michael Matta here gets a victory, and that's all he needed. He just needed to hold on and run that race. That was fine. Jason Branch will finish second. Russell Black should be third. And I've got to do some confirmation real quick, but we're going to go see if Russell Black is your champion here, because I believe he is. I believe he is. 105 is going to celebrate. Russell Black, I believe, is the guy. I believe he is the guy. Jason Branch will come around and celebrate deservingly. Matt is going to be your race winner here tonight at Charlotte in the championship race. Russell Black celebrates in style as your 2023 Gen 6 Cup Series champion for the Fixed Racing League. Sponsored by AMR Paintworks. And what a race for this guy. I had to double check and triple check to make sure everything that I was going to say was correct. And Matt is going to be your victor here. What a race! What a race! We have to go back and take a look. We're going to talk to these drivers here in a second. There was so much going on here. 88 scoots on by there, and drives that clean. But to take a look here on the basically coming out of the corner here, he's got brand new tires. That's Kenny Reel up there, but here's what happened. This is on the final lap. Dudley in seventh here. 88 goes to the outside. Noel Holmberg is on the bottom side. There's Brian Wasserman, Kenny Reel. Sorry, here's the white flag. Right here, last lap, final lap. 45 to the inside of the 17. 7 there as well. 7 to the back bumper. Oh, bobbles. He bobbled. 45 hits the wall, comes up, hits the 17. 88 scoots on around. Kenny Reel got lucky there. But I mean, he raced it clean. Fantastic job. And he sent it. He sent it so hard, he smacks the wall here. And he tried. What a valiant effort for Kenny Reel. All right, here's your race results here, courtesy of Admin Box and SimRacingPoints.com. Matt is going to be your race winner. Jason Branch in second. Russell Black, your series champion, will finish third. Kenny Reel is going to be in fourth. Wasserman fifth. Case Beer, Dudley, Duncan, Holmberg, Dalton Powell will be your top 10. Roe Justice, Durand, Bailey, Sullivan, Farella. That'll be the field tonight. What a race. That was a ton of fun. It was a good race and an interesting take when it comes to what we have going on. Definitely one for the sites. And I talked about this guy earlier And I talked about him often because I thought he was the most impressive driver. He did make one move that was a 3-wide move that stuck. That was the ultimate move to win this race. Scott Matt is your victor here today. Congratulations on the victory. Way to come in and win your first race. Kind of got dodgy there for a moment there.
Yeah, I did not expect to come in here and be this fast, to be honest. A lot of fun.
It can be fun, but they're racing for a championship here. Did you keep that in the back of your mind when you're running up there with those guys, or were you just like, you know what, I'm going to go out here and win this race?
No, I definitely kept it in mind. That one move, I held it on the bottom. I feel bad for Kenny, but I don't know. I can't really do too much else. I'm going for the win.
Oh yeah, hey, that's between you guys. I've got no say in it. From my point of view, I said it was egregious, and I will stand by that comment. But you held your line, and anything that happened to Kenny right there happened because of what happened after that. It wasn't anything that you did. You did what you needed to do, and you took the lead. You did it cleanly. It was another 2 turns before anything happened. So, I like I said, this is all about racing. It's what this is about. So, getting out here and showing up in style and doing exactly what you needed to do. It was a good race. And I looked at what you were doing in that middle stint, because the first stint had a couple of cautions. Second stint, you were able to hold that longer line with the green flag pit stops in there. Kind of made things a little bit more, I think, to your standard and to your standpoint when it came to getting that long run. You were able to find the long run, find the grip on the racetrack, because this is something new for these Gen 6 cars. They never saw this before when it came to the dynamic progression of the track.
Right. I wasn't good on the short run. That's why I was afraid of these cautions at the end, but I was able to get good jumps on the restarts. But I saved tires a good amount, and I was just good on the long run. I was pretty bad early on.
In Charlotte, you're either really good both ways. I mean, that's kind of the way it goes. You know what I mean? So, nothing wrong with what you did. It was a fantastic race. Congratulations on the victory. Race 1. Give your shout outs.
Hey, shout out. My dad's in the chat, Scott. My mom might be watching. I don't know if she's up, but she's in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Jonathan, teammate. And I'll be back next season. Beginning of next season, I'll be here.
Gonna be fun, man. Gonna be fun. All right, brother. We will see you February 2nd then.
All right.
Thank you guys. Always, Michael Matt is going to be your Fixed Racing League Championship race winner, but he'll be back next season to give it a go at that championship. Let's go and give a big old shout out to this guy. He's a P2 finisher here tonight. I thought you were, for a moment there, you were competing for a championship. Because I was like, I had 3 different points lists and 3 different things happening there, and you just kind of knocked it out of the park today. Jason, tell me about this one. This one was up and down night. It was kind of fun, I think, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I stepped back. I knew that I wasn't racing for the championship. I knew stage points didn't matter, so I just kind of wanted to ride around the back until, I kept telling my teammate, I was like, you don't have to be up there until lap 167, so. It worked out. I had a quick repair still and a set of tires, and he kept telling me, pit this caution. I'm like, nope, gonna be another caution. Nope, gonna be another caution. And so I pit with like 17 to go and had like 18 laps on the leaders tire wise. I didn't want to wreck that last restart. I didn't want to wreck Russell because he was racing for the championship. So I lifted a couple times, making sure he knew I was on the outside of him. By that time, Michael just got away from me, and I didn't have time to run him down. I was running him down. I needed one more lap.
Well, a natural green, white checkered's not bad. That's for darn sure. So, but what a way to end the season. I mean, if you were, running for the championship, you would have won.
I know. I had that one bad race at Homestead that I got last with no stage points. And before that, going into that race in Homestead, I was 7 points to the good in second place. And after that race, I was 19 points out. And, with only 12, 13, 14 drivers, I think last week at Bristol or 2 weeks ago at Bristol. I mean, Bristol, I almost swept the race. Yep. And it only got me within 9 points. So I only gained 10 points on everybody. So I mean, it is what it is. I'll just come back next season stronger.
Well, that's the point. That's the ultimate point here. Come back and be the awesomeness that you are, and knock it out of the park. I mean, we share names, so you're pretty damn awesome in my part.
Hey, that's right.
That's right. Jason, congratulations. Hope your Christmas was good, of course. But your chance now. Give you shout outs. P2 finish tonight.
Hey, you just want to, you, Jason, awesome name also. You do a heck of a job. Amir does a good job at race control. My teammate finally made it. His obligations on Friday night just happened to not be here tonight. So Casey Duncan ran with me. He had a pretty decent night. And then shout out to Russell Black for keeping his car clean and doing what he had to do to win the championship. Congrats on him.
He was definitely the underdog tonight, and all he figured something out late in the run, and it was awesome to watch because you saw it click, and we'll talk about that with him here in just a second. But what a fantastic run he had. But you did so as well, man. I look forward to seeing what you guys do next season. Maybe we'll be talking to you maybe for a championship.
Man, I hope so. I enjoy talking to you.
I like it. All right, brother. Well, happy New Year to you, and we'll see you here in about a month.
Yeah. See you in about a month.
Jason Branch, P2 finished tonight and had an incredible season, folks. He really did. And we'd love to see it. We'd love to see what these guys are doing. But last but not least, legendary guy. Legendary. I called you the underdog because of iRating. I called you the underdog because of what happened earlier in the race. And tonight you go and you prove that you can figure some things out in the long haul. And Russ, congratulations, you're the Fixed Racing League champion.
Yeah, thank you. It it was rough coming in tonight. I've been battling a cold all week and was tired. Cough medicine was like, man, I'm just drowsy all around, and to come out and be able to win the championship tonight is super exciting. Chasing down Durand and Kenny, like, man, those guys are quick, and really bummed to see them get wrecked out. And then same with Justice, but overall, just such a fun race, and nice to see Matt come in first race with us and win it. But yeah, man, it's been a great season.
You figured something out late in that run. We watched it, and it had nothing. You guys were on a level playing field whenever I watched it happen. I don't know, it's probably somewhere around 130, 132. You finally figured out where you needed to run in that middle high line, and you were passing people like they were standing still.
Yeah, I mean, actually, most of the race, I was just the whole thing that I was keeping in my mind was just trying to stay out of trouble. Like, I did not want to get into a wreck. Like, that happened to me so many times this season where I just got caught up in just wrecks that happened, and I just did my best to try and avoid it. And then towards the end there, staying in the draft, staying up tight with those guys, and it paid off. But man, it's cool. I love the broadcast you put out there, and hopefully it turned out nice tonight for everybody watching.
It was chaos for a moment. It was fun for the rest of it. I loved it. It was a good, I haven't broadcasted, almost a week and a half, 9 days, 10 days, something like that. So to come back to a championship race, and of course we have a couple more days off before people start filling it back in and going back to regular racing. This was a good race to come in and call and to be able to do it. And my hat's off to you, because if I were a betting man, I'd have put you in the top 3, and you come out and you prove everybody wrong, and that's awesome. That's awesome. You prove that iRating doesn't matter, and I love it. I love that.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. It's really cool to win. I've got a 7-year-old son and a 5-year-old daughter, and I know my boy was telling me, like, he's so excited even just for the trophy. So he'll probably end up taking it before I get it. But yeah, Jason, thanks again. Appreciate it, and I'll see you over with Chop Shop.
Oh yeah, you're gonna run Chop Shop, and then I'm trying to get you. I'm gonna put an announcement here in this Discord too for Thursdays. I was trying to recruit you guys for Thursdays too, because I think you guys have put on a heck of a show. But I tell you what, man, you you get the honor, the pleasure. I know they're gonna be sending you off a trophy, but you get to hear me say it because it's gonna be the final time I get to say it for 2023. You are a champion. Fixed Racing League 2023 Series champion, Russell Black. It's your chime. Your money. Give your shout outs, brother.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, just shout out to the league. You know, it's been good. Wife and kids, my Uncle Mark, and to you, of course. So thanks again. Appreciate it.
He's going to be over on the Chop Chop Racing Series, folks, and you're going to be able to watch what he does over there right here on Signature Esports. He'll be running that truck series. It's going to be a ton of fun to watch what he does. Russell Black, my man, Happy New Year to you, and we'll see you next season.
Happy New Year. Thanks.
That's him. We'll see him on Tuesday. They're going to be running some good stuff. What a fantastic race and the opportunity of a lifetime. Russell Black knocks it out of the park. He is the Fixed Racing League champion, and definitely is deserving of it. He put up a hard-fought race. He put in the time, the energy. Kenny Reel almost had him. Almost. I mean, if this was a 3-lap race, Kenny Reel is the champion and not Russell Black. I saw that happen and saw that coming, but that would have been a ton of fun. Double door, big GGs. Matta, very proud. Johnny, good job. Congratulations to Mike for coming in and winning that first race. Absolutely incredible. I gotta take some screenshots, make some announcements on our Facebook page, folks. Make sure you check out our Facebook page. Make sure you continue to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Grow us up here to that 100,000 mark. That's what we want. That's my goal for the entire 2024 series. I want to get that silver plaque on my wall behind me. So, it is an absolute blast to be able to do this and be able to be a part of this. And big thank you to everybody. Kenny, no, I'm out. Gotta go. Top 3 champion. That's what we do here. Congratulations on a hard-fought season, sir. Absolutely a blast to watch you run. I look forward to seeing where you run again. Tis the way it is. Tis the way it is. Thank you to all the driver cams. Thank you to Amar for being not only the race controller of the series, but heck of a painter. And also thank you to everybody for tuning in the entire series and the entire season. They're going to be back February 2nd. Going to be a ton of fun. These guys have had an absolute blast when it comes to, well, just doing what they do, and they do it well. You know what I mean? I'm not at all without remorse to say that I will miss this season, but they're going to be back for another one here on 63 Sports. It'll be Friday night, same time, same bat channel. Russell Black knocks it out of the park. He's going to be the guy. Take a look. We'll be back next week. Be good. Be safe. Happy New Year. Be good. And, of course, be kind to what other folks. It is the most important thing you could do to any one of us. It's just be kind. Big celebration coming for Russell Black and a trophy. He is the Fixed Racing League Gen 6 Series champion for 2023 and is the man.